A great shot here at US Bank Stadium located in downtown Minneapolis. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Minnesota Vikings. Will Reichert has it all teed up, and we're off from US Bank Stadium. Brandon Condrington to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen comes out throwing. And his first offering of the game lines up incomplete. James Cook the intended target. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Allen on the play action. He lofts it deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 6-0 lead right away. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. And a lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Prater on to send it away. He fields it from the 8. He's stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. McCarthy throwing right away. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On play action now, McCarthy. Oh, look at this, here he goes. It's a gain of 12 there, and it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Bills territory. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
2nd down carry for Jones. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First and 10, here's McCarthy. Now he takes it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. McCarthy to throw it. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota! The Vikings finish off their opening drive. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Cotterington now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Buffalo offense out there for their second drive of the contest. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Finds him over the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be just one step away from that 1st down. They haul him down near the 31.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
On the sneak, it's Allen. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. First tone of the game for James Cook. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now here he goes on the boot. He's got this complete to James Cook. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Third and long for him here. Here's a screen for Cook. Oh, he loses the football. And the Vikings have recovered. Markers reset, ball at the 37. First and 10, here's Jones. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
Loss of 6.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Gets him on the in route. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. He's keeping it. He's going for it. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Okay, instead of my usual why, I'm going to ask you how. How do you stop them short on a sneak right there? And the answer, well, most of the time you can't, and you don't. And that's why they'll go to that sneak time and time again.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He tucks it and takes off. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the turnover into a lead. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. He saw a little bit of space, took advantage, and he took it all the way for 6.
So good, Kate. You'll hear running back coaches say this: slow to and then explode through. And that's exactly what he did. Slow to the hole, but explodes for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Ty Johnson now to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Bills set to take over offensively. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. That tackle made by Blake Cashman.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
8 yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Allen on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short on the 35.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
They're bringing out Mitch Wisnowski to punt it away on 4th. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
2nd down, McCarthy to pass. Connects on the crosser. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give them an even 10 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Counter play, Jones. He's got to gain a 6 there. Jordan Poyer up from the secondary to make that stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's running for it. And McCarthy slides to the ground here, but not before picking up the 1st. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
The Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So that connection for 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. It's a 14-7 game. More from US Bank Stadium after the break. We're ready now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Going with Jones on the ground. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Well, partner, I think this defense had enough. This QB has been getting out of the pocket and doing damage with his legs, but not this time. Great pursuit, great effort, and they're able to wrap him up for the sack.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for Keon Coleman on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's on target to Moore. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
1st down throw for Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they face 2nd down.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding. On 3rd down, Vikings sending out 6 DBs for the dime set. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
He's got it at the 24. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. The Vikings now set to take the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
McCarthy throwing here. Just wants to Hawkinson outright. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. I'll air it out on 3rd. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Brought in right side by Kincaid. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And now they face 2nd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Allen setting up to throw. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Mitch Wisnowski headed back out as they'll punt it away once more. Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
I'll start with a give to Jones. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. He is quickly making a habit out of wrecking plays, Brock, and it doesn't seem to matter what type of play that is.
It's what the best of them do. We talk about just the versatility of offensive players being dual threats. This guy's a dual threat against the pass, and that time stuffing the run.
Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Brendan Codrington on the Bills' return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's not going to get the first. He made him real close, though. Didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
He's going to keep this one. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
They've got first down from the 31. Here's Cook. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Bills first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Allen now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He dodged the tackle. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. And he is stopped just before he can get the score. Tackled inside that 1-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Cook does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple yards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. Shakir in motion right. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down. Blitz coming here, Allen. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Going for it with Davis. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Running right. Here's Mason. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. Hits the 20. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead just before halftime. Oh, man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the inside.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Allen. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch. That yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. McCarthy to throw it. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, a give to Jones. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. operating from the gun. It's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
4 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Now Prater on to send it away. Fielded at the 7. Tweaks away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Out come the Vikings for the debut possession of our second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Jones with a run to start the 3rd quarter. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He was brought down by...
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. It's caught, that's Thielen. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. 1st and 10, here's Jones. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Jones once more. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Jack Thompson finishing that play off.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Rose caught. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Throwing on 3rd, McCarthy. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's going to keep it this time. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Vikings sending out nickel coverage here on third down. Throw here, third down. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run third down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up fourth down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's going to do the honors for the fourth time today. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. The Vikings taking the field on offense. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Running right, this is Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
And 10 at the 34-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Staying on the ground with Jones. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, McCarthy. The left side brought in by Hopkinson. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage, and that time, the defense got the job done.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Here's McCarthy to throw. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. He'll air it out on 3rd. Throwing deep here for the end zone. Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Vikings return the interception close to the red zone. He stopped inside the 25.
Allen's pass intercepted.
Addison going to motion over left.
Over 1st and 10 at the 21.
On play action now, McCarthy. He's got it at the 6. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of
This entire
18.
play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Jones has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard
Hey, I
line.
get it on 1st and goal,
It's a gain
right? A
of
lot
a
of teams
yard.
like to be
Brings up
conservative and
2nd
limit
and goal.
risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Go to him again. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss.
It's a loss of 4.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
3rd and goal now from the 6 after that last play. McCarthy looking to throw. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Just 2 yards away, so the offense going for it. It's 4th and goal. Here's Jones. And they turn him away. The defense holds strong, and they get off the field with a turnover on downs. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Play action now with Allen. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there can be more interceptions.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. He's got it deep downfield. They get 38 out of the play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Again, Allen to the air. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Really had to find a way to get that short completion because now you're staring at 3rd and extra long, and that's a place no QB in this league wants to be.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Looking slant route, complete. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for a Bills first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Design bootleg here. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. This is Cook on the handoff. And he has it up for that first down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So they get dings for the holding. Got to wonder if that changes their call as they line this up for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
But the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's Bills football. They trail late, but this game's still very much in reach. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shakir sent in motion left. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. We'll have the first down and even more. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing here, Allen. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Allen setting up to throw. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. It was there, he just couldn't corral it. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
3rd and goal for Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And in, touchdown Buffalo. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
That one right down the middle. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Escapes a defender. This makes it up to the 25. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. It's McCarthy. Big gain. Has them across the 40. He's all the way up to the 41. It's a great pickup. 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. They did it! He made the interception! Picked up by Terrell Bernard. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one's quickly to Shakir. And this one does not go far.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Now Allen. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And it's 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Allen on 3rd down. He has the 1st over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Now Allen off the play action. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. That one goes for 25 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's second down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Motion man right is Jefferson. Play action, McCarthy. It's everything he has under this one. And he's going to score a touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Jordan Addison, the touchdown.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
That one splits the uprights. And the Vikings double their lead to 14. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Cotterington now to return it. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. This could be the decisive drive. Down 2 scores late. They've got to find some points to get it back within 1. Ball at the 33 for first down. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Cook trying this one up the gut. He dodged the tackle. And some nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Allen looking to throw. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now they have 3rd and short. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
This is brought in by Coleman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Here's a give to Cook. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Back to throw now, Allen. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. We'll air it out on 3rd. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. He'll step up, and there he goes. And they're going to have 1st and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, well, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. And they take this in for the score. The Bills now within 1 score in the 4th. Josh Allen, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings now set to take the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
3rd down, they need 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. So they're left with 4th down here.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right, they want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. This is a nice gain, nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
1st and 10. Here's Allen. Brought in right side by Moore. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Bills.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has it in close. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They'll run it with Cook. And he's not going to get anything as that brings us to the 2-minute warning. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. They put a receiver in motion right. Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs. And they do not get a desperately needed first down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on downs. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. It's Jones on the toss. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. They're going to pass it here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. He'll throw it. That's complete. Here's Jones. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
To Aaron Jones.
Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Punting unit out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And his job's done, and it is a job well done. That punt fights deep into enemy territory, out of bounds at the 7. The Bills set to take over offensively. They're coming off a fourth down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now run by Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Yards to go.
Defense nearing a stop. Need to hold once more here on 3rd down. Throwing now. He's running for it. And that will not be enough for a first down.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down. Desperation time here. Got his man. Shakir has it. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Now the Bills use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
First down, Buffalo.
Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Here he is to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Now to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. It's intercepted. That will do it. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. One final shot here. Cut near the goal line. And that's a touchdown. No flags. That's it. And now they've got a chance to force overtime.
The Bills are lining up for a
all or nothing. They'll run it. And he's going to get into the end zone. Their last gas pays off. This game is not over, baby. We're headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoffs. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Gotta be able to make a stop too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. Johnson now on the return. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Bills offense all set for their next drive. And they should be well rested. They were only out there for one play last drive, and they found the end zone. They've got first down from the 31. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. First throw of overtime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Third down, opening drive of overtime, but they only need a couple of inches here. Pressure coming, it's Allen. And it's incomplete, and that's him bringing up fourth down.
I think in a situation like that, third and inches, defense is certainly thinking stop the run first. But that's well done defensively. Not a problem for them to adapt and get into the right coverage and now force a critical fourth down.
They'll send out the punting unit. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. Coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Vikings offense back to the field now. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, and the other side gets a chance to go win it.
First and 10, here's Jones. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's second down. McCarthy throwing here. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on third down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Their punter making his way out now. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. Now we've got the Bills offense headed back to the field. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here.
Love that.
It'll be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
We got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on second down. Another one for Cook. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Their work doubly as difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Hits him on the out route. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running it after the penalty. Oh no, he lost control of another one. It's picked out by the Vikings, going the other way. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession.
Recovered by the Vikings.
They give to Jones, right side. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Second down carry for Jones. And all he can get is a yard here, bro. It's going to be 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 10.
Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Third down, here's Jones. Now he's past the 25. And this is going to get them all the way to the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. So Buffalo's going to call it second timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. This entire contest rests on his next kick. From the left side. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So it's a win for the Vikings. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.